Back to Barren County High School here tonight as Barren County hosts Logan County in a girl-boy doubleheader. Looking at some of the other games around the area tonight as it's sponsored by CRS Construction, providing exceptional construction service with the highest attention to detail. There were some games canceled tonight because of COVID issues. Warren East girls at Greenwood, that was canceled. Greenwood Lady Gators having some COVID issues there, so Warren East picked up a game at Ohio County for tonight in girls action. Also, Warren East boys are playing at Greenwood. South Warren girls are at Bowling Green, while University Heights boys are at South Warren tonight. There was a game with Bowling Green that South Warren was to play on the boys' side, and Bowling Green boys are having some COVID issues now. Metcalfe County girls and boys at Edmonson County, Glasgow boys at LaRue, Russellville girls at Monroe County, while the Russellville boys are at home against Caldwell County. Greene County girls and boys at Nelson County, Hart County girls and boys at Taylor, Joe Burns of Tennessee girls and boys at Todd County Central, and Allen County Scottsville girls and boys at Warren Central tonight. We'll try to keep tabs on some of those games on the Coca-Cola scoreboard for you. We was talking about the ratings a while ago. Barren County number 1, Bowling Green 2, Greenwood 3, Russell County 4, and Warren Central 5. Logan County didn't even make the top of the 13 that were voted in that poll. So they're in the bottom 4 in the region, but we was talking about E-Town. Elizabethtown is rated 3rd in one poll and 6th in another poll in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, I think that shows you how well we competed the other night, and like you said, I think that's maybe why we got a vote or two in the AP poll with our girls. So you put a lot of stock into polls because that's something we talk about and something we look at, and as media that show everybody what people think of teams. I don't know that the girls really care a whole lot, but that is still a cool little accolade for them. They, as you said, we're just care about going out here and getting a W on a Wednesday night, and look forward to actually having a Friday off. It's the first Friday that they've had off all year, and we'll have to turn around and play Saturday.
Yeah, the Trojanettes are off Friday night. They will not play Monroe County. The boys will, though, over in Tompkinsville Friday, but the girls will play Breckenridge County Saturday night at 6:30 at the Owensboro Sports Center. We'll have that broadcast for you here on the radio. Well, let's break down some numbers for you. Logan County shoots 25.4% from the field, 18% on threes. They're 11 of 61 from behind the arc. They average 20 rebounds a game. They shoot 51.7% from the foul line, and they're only averaging 36.8 points a game, giving up 47.3 to their opponents. The Trojanettes are averaging almost 53 points a game, and their opponents averaging 40.5. Barren County shooting 39.5% for the field, 30.3% on three-point shots, averaging 5 threes a game, shooting 69.3% from the foul line and 27 rebounds a game. So we're going to come back with more of our pregame coverage here from Barren County High. So tip off the season with huge savings and score big at Don Franklin Glasgow. This is the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Tip-Off pregame report on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. tonight's starting lineups brought rebounds. Caden Costello, a 5'8 junior, averages 9. Emily Borders, a 5'3 freshman, averages 6.5 points a game. Emerson McInnes, a 5'7 freshman, 5 points and 9.2 rebounds. And Gracie Borders, a 5'7 sophomore that averages 6.5 points and 6.8 rebounds. Piper Lindsay in her 6th season at Barren County. Her assistant coaches Scott Chapman, Chad Withrow, Brent Spillman, Katie Murphy, 5'5 freshman, averaging 6.5 points, 4.8 rebounds. Raven Ennis, a 5'8 junior, averages 15 a game, 5.7 rebounds. Emma Hughes, a 5'6 senior, averages 3.8. Addison London, 5'7 junior, averages 6.7. And Abby Varney, 5'4 freshman, averages 6.3 points a game for the Trojanettes. And we'll come back with the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening first half after this break as you're following Barren County High basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Glad to have you with us tonight here on Nash 103.7, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow, and online at 104thescore.com. The officials for tonight's game brought to you by Barren County Sheriff Kent Keene, and they are Tommy Young, Brian Morgan, and Doug Gott. And we haven't done the Zaxby's keys to the game yet. What are they tonight, Robert?
I really think we need to focus on us, and that means focus defensively, maybe focus on the little things, offensively step into the ball, defensively jamming cutters, just different little bitty things, especially on the press, cutting off the sideline. I'd really like to see us get about 20-25% of our points tonight off that press. They struggle handling the ball. They struggle scoring, so we really need to exploit some of those and see where it goes.
Yep. Logan County in dark blue uniforms with the Columbia blue letters and numbers, and the Trojanettes in their white uniforms with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. And it will be Barren County's basketball to start this first quarter. Brought to you by German American Bank, supporting the communities we serve, and believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper.
We've been pretty good winning opening flip this year, getting that first possession.
Yeah.
2-3 zone, imagine that.
Yeah. Here we go. Ennis with the basketball, gives it out to London. Right side, Murphy. Backdoor pass is knocked down. It's loose on the floor, but picked up by Ennis. Back out to London for the three ball. Good.
Unconventional way to get that three. We didn't run the play right for the lob, but handled it and kicked it out.
Yep. Ball swatted away by Murphy and goes out of bounds. Logan County will keep it. And here we go with the Barren County full court press.
We are pressing it up. Everybody in front of half court.
As McInnes tries to get the ball inbounds, does to Hinton. Hinton, the only returning starter from last year for the Lady Cougars. As they still have it in the backcourt, they're going to have to hurry, get it across the line. As getting some pressure from Raven Ennis. There's a 10-second count. Barren County will get it right back.
Took us a little while. We didn't get an actual turnover off of a miscue, but like you said, just weaving back and forth. No real sense of urgency to get it over the line.
And they set back up in that 2-3 zone again. Here's London. Out top, it comes to Varney. Right side, Murphy. Murphy skips it back over to Varney on the left side. Out top, Ennis will pull the trigger for a three. It's in there. Boy, spun around, but it went down.
That's Raven's 7th three of the year. She has one more individually than Logan County has as a team all year.
4 last night against Hart County. 6-0 Trojanettes. We got a traveling violation on McInnes. As Logan County really having problems here early. Of course, only averaging 37 points a game. I'm not sure how many turnovers they average a game. That's not listed on the KHSAA website. Pass comes out to London. Here's Varney in traffic. Has to kick it back out to London for the three. Good.
How about that? Nice start. 3 threes in the first minute and a half.
Peoples Bank threes for Barren County. 9-0 the score. And they're still having trouble getting the ball across midcourt. They finally do this time. Borders with it for Logan County. That's Gracie Borders. There's Gracie Borders and Emily Borders. Here's a shot out of the corner. No good. And the rebound comes off to Raven Ennis for the Trojanettes. She wants to push it. Down the floor. Goes in for the shot. Is blocked out of bounds by Costello.
Took them in a minute and a half to even get it on their offensive side of the floor.
So Raven Ennis will toss it in, right side of the bucket for Barren County. As she looks, sends it out to Murphy. Back it goes to Ennis for an 8-footer. Good.
Come off a 28-point game last night. She's got almost half of her points early.
Yeah, 29 last night.
Sorry,
Career
29.
high. Yeah, with 4 threes in the ball game. Well, they break the pressure this time. Here's a layup that's good. Gracie Borders gives Logan County their first 2. And here's another long 2 from the left side. Ennis, 13-2. We played about 2.5 minutes. And it's taken away. Varney's got it for the Trojanettes. Going to drive it to the hoop. Scoops up the shot. Good off the window.
Took it herself. The defender never committed to her. She kind of stayed in between Raven and Varney. And when they don't commit, you got to keep going. Layup, we've done a good job so far off that pressure. Out of that 15, almost half of them have been off their turnovers.
Just looking at Logan County's record, 0-4. They lost to Edmonson County by 22, as we talked about in the pregame. Lost to Allen County Scottsville by 3. Trigg County by 5 on Saturday. And then Friday night, district game to Franklin Simpson, 41-29. Barren County has won 6 straight games over Logan County, going back to 2016 when Logan County won by 1 point, 62-61. Last year, the Trojanettes won 2 games over Logan County, 70-60 at Logan County and 72-43 at Diddle Arena in the 4th Region semifinals. As Logan County gets it across this time, they work it to the right side. That's Hinton. They give it back out front now to Borders. Over the left side now to Gracie Borders. Gracie Borders needs some help. Covered up by Emma Hughes. Back out it comes to Emily Borders, and now Hinton with it on the right side. Feeds it down low, going to the basket. Shot put up, no good. Battle for the rebound, grabbed in there, and turned and throwing it up there was McInnes, and she's fouled. Foul on Emma Hughes, her first, and the first foul of the basketball game.
Foul on number 23, Emma Hughes. That's her first team.
Barren County leads at 15-2. McInnes is a 57% foul shooter. High arching shot, no good. 5'7" freshman. They're a young team. They only have 2 seniors on the roster. Hinton, the only returning starter. And this shot rims good for McInnes. 15-3, Trojanettes. We played almost 3 minutes in the opening quarter. Murphy with the basketball. Bounce pass left off to Ennis. Hands it right back to her. Ennis wants to give and go. Here's a backdoor pass underneath. She puts it up and in.
Even though there was somebody there, Raven cut in front of her, and Katie delivered it right where she needed to.
The Edward Jones, Jamie Harris assist to Katie Murphy. Ball gets loose in the backcourt, but Logan County's got it. Going to have to get it across the line. And going to have a traveling violation as that was Borders dribbling into a triple team. So Barren County will get it back. I think they're running the clock, aren't they? They never did stop the clock. Probably not a bad idea. This is the way this game's going already. 17-3 the score. Comes out to Varney. Right side it goes to Murphy. They feed it in the lane there to Hughes, and she's going to be called for steps.
That wasn't the best place to put Emma right there. We threw her into a double team.
Got to change the lineup to Kaya Mason, a 5'6" 8th grader for Logan County. Number 5, she's going to handle the basketball. And almost lost it out of bounds. Got in a trap and had it swatted away. And no, a dangerous pass going to be picked off. Logan County back the other way. Mason pulls up, gives it to Hinton. Now Hinton goes to Borders on the left side. Borders against Emma Hughes. Puts down one dribble, throws it back out to Hinton in between the circles. Hinton goes over to Mason to the right side. Mason down in the corner to McInnes. McInnes looking, still looking. We'll throw it back out to Hinton. Now Hinton with a left-handed dribble. Now looking back to the right side over to McInnes. Back out to Hinton. And they got Varney out guarding Hinton right now. She's covered up. And they almost lose the ball as Mason was over there with McInnes. Now McInnes going baseline, throws it up too hard against the glass. Chasing it down is Varney, saves it in bounds. And Murphy hands it for the Trojanettes. Murphy over to Ennis. Here's a long three. No good. Rebound comes off long to Hinton. 3:10 left in the quarter. Barren County leads it 17-3. Hinton gives it over to Mason to the right side. Mason down to the corner to McInnes. Now McInnes hasn't put down the dribble yet. Throws it back out to Hinton on the right wing. Out top it comes to Borders. Now Borders behind the back dribble working against Emma Hughes out there. Throws it back to Hinton. Varney guarding her. Now needs some help. Bounces back out to Borders. Borders puts down the dribble. Back over to Hinton. Lost the handle but got it back. Mason, right side of the circle. Out to Borders. Back over to Mason. Mason, crossover move. Can't go against London. Throws it back off to McInnes. Into the circle. Gives it back to Mason. Had to go chase it down. 2:20 left in the quarter. Mason trying to get a screen out there. Dribbles and gives it over to Hinton on the left wing. Hinton circling out with it. Goes back to the right side, over to Gracie Borders. Gracie Borders with a crossover move. Lost the handle. Here's Murphy with it for the Trojanettes. Speeding down the floor. Goes in for the shot, and it's no good. Mason with the rebound. Mason pulls up, had it blocked from, going to get a foul.
Probably the right call. We got her across the arm instead of all ball before she fully released it.
First foul on Katie Murphy. That's the second one on the Trojanettes. And at the line is Mason, 8th grader for Logan County. That one's going to come off. Katie Gerald's in the game, 5'7", 8th grader for Barren, coming in for Emma Hughes.
It's our first sub of the game. That first group played a good 6 minutes.
Second shot is missed. Raven Ennis with a rebound. Trying to get control of it, gives it to Murphy, and here's London trying to get around her defender, throws it off at the baseline, shot by Varney, no good. Offensive rebound, but Gerald's turns against Mason, throws it back out to London, top of the key, three, yes.
Took her a second, gathered herself, and let it go.
3 People's Bank threes here in this quarter for Addison London, the 5'7" junior, and it's 20-3.
That's how you get 20 points in a quarter right there. Fill it up from outside.
Yep. 1:20 left in the first period of play. Mason with a basketball, bounces to Gracie Borders, top of the circle. Back over to Mason. Looking inside there for Costello, can't find her. Back out it comes over to Hinton. Now Hinton against Varney, back to Gracie Borders. Gracie Borders gives it to Hinton. Now Hinton fires it down there to McInnes. She puts up the shot, it's short. Rebound, Raven Ennis. Raven Ennis driving into the crowd, flips up the shot, it's no good. Gets her on rebound, back up, got it, and a foul.
Add the extra rebound to her stat line. What's a good first quarter? She'll get a well-deserved break here probably after this free throw.
And the foul on Mason, her first, and that is Logan County's first of the ball game. Getting a couple of changes in the lineup here as Katie Elmore's in the ball game, a 5'4", 8th grader. Free throw by Ennis is good. 23-3. Ennis now with 12 points in the quarter. Addison London has 9. That's 21 of the 23. Abby Varney has the other 2 points. Graceland DeWeese in the ball game for the Trojanettes, a 5'11" junior. 33 seconds left in the quarter. As McInnes wants to drive, throws it up on the run. It's no good. Rebound DeWeese. Katie Murphy with it for the Trojanettes. Will we hold it for one shot?
Yes.
Goes over to Elmore. Out it comes to Gerald's. And now DeWeese. Looking, still looking. And a bad pass. It's going to be taken by Logan County. With it is Sieber. The traveling violation on Costello with 2.1 to play. That is Sierra Sieber or Cyber. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. 5'3" junior.
It's about a toss-up. I'm not sure.
As Murphy will toss it in. It comes into London. Going to have to put up a mid-court shot at the horn. Oh, it almost went in.
She's getting good at that.
Yeah,
getting close.
In front of the rim. That's the end of the first quarter. And the Trojanettes lead it 23-3 over Logan County. We'll come back with a second quarter from Barren County High after this break. As you're listening, following Barren County High basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. And welcome back to Barren County High School. The Trojanettes 23, Logan County 3. Along with Robert Bauer and Cameron Brown on stats tonight. Matthew Clark in the studios. It's Logan County's basketball to start the second quarter, presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. as Mason handles the basketball for Logan County. Left side it comes to Hinton. Emma Hughes back on the court to start the second quarter. McInnes looking for Hinton, can't find her. Now throws it back out front to Costello. Hinton with it now against Hughes. Back straight away to Mason. Right side it goes to McInnes. Out to Hinton, top of the circle. Hinton back over to McInnes. And now McInnes gets rid of the basketball to Sieber. McInnes with it on the right side. Now puts down the dribble and needs some help. Throws it to Costello. Back out it comes to Hinton. And inside there's Sieber going up the baseline, going underneath. Shot put up and in by McInnes.
Took about a minute to run that offensive set, and we fell down, and they made a layup.
23-5. 1 minute gone here in the second period. Katie Murphy with the basketball. Working to the right side. Leaves it with Elmore. She circles around to the left. Gives to Ennis. Raven Ennis trying to get the screen from Gerald's, but she went back the other way. And driving with it is Murphy. She gets bumped by Hinton. Her first. That'll be Logan County's second team foul of the half. Back in with the Trojanettes is Abby Varney. Coming in for Katie Murphy. Freshman for freshman. Got 2 8th graders on the floor. And Varney sends it out to Elmore. Elmore leaves it with Hughes. And here's Ennis open. Lets it go for 3. It's off high. And rebound by Elmore. Elmore going underneath the basket. Gives it back to Varney. Now Ennis at the free throw line. And had it smacked out of her hands. They reach in, tie it up. Trojanettes will get it back, though, in the alternating possession.
We took care of it in the first quarter, only 3 turnovers. Logan County had 6, and we shot the ball really, really well. 60% of our buckets went in the first quarter, 9 of 15, 2/3 of our threes. We hit 4 of them. Logan County just 1 field goal altogether, so really good first quarter. Keep it up.
And underneath, here's a shot put up and in by Ennis. Right on the inbounds pass.
She cut right in front of Costello. Yeah.
12 points. Actually 14 for Ennis now. It's 25-5. They work it down low, and a shot blocked in there. It's Costello. That's Kira Costello. And now a shot goes up and in underneath the basket by Caden Costello. Little 2 Costellos and 2 Borders out there.
Yeah, a little defensive confusion that we paid for.
25-7. Elmore over the right side of Varney. Heads into the lane. Trying to dish it off. Katie Geralds chases it down. Throws it back out front to Elmore. Now Elmore on the dribble. Needs some help and going to have to get rid of it. Finally does to Varney. Varney backs out of the dribble now. She wants to head to the right side and leaves it off in a corner to Geralds. Now free throw line shot by Hughes is good.
Overloaded that side and still got a bucket.
27-7, Barren County. 5:20 to play here in the first half. Hinton with the basketball for Logan County. Over it goes to Sieber. And almost had to take it away from her. Drives the basket, shot up an air ball. Battle for the basketball. Emma Hughes racing out of there with a diagonal pass off to Geralds. Goes under, has a shot blocked. And saved inbounds. It's loose on the floor. We're going to get a whistle and a reach-in foul on somebody. 14, that is Sieber.
It was a good rebound by Emma. She ran the floor herself with the basketball and made a nice assist. Logan County just recovered barely in time.
Hughes sends it out to Elmore. Elmore back in the corner. Ennis pulls the trigger for 3. Swish.
That's a tough one because you're coming out of that corner and you have to almost turn all the way around and get to the bucket, and she's just feeling it the last 2 nights. Like I mentioned, she had a streak last year, that Glasgow and Todd County game, a couple of games where she really poured in the 3. Well, she's feeling it early right now.
Right. 17 for Raven Ennis. 30-7. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. And spinning into a double team. Hughes takes it away from McInnes. Hughes throws it over to Ennis. Ennis wants to drive with it. Goes up with a shot. Rolled it off the rim. Trying to get her on rebound. Does. Trying to go back up with it. And it was, she lost it out of bounds. Unless somebody might have got a hand on it.
Re-entering the Lady Cougar lineup, number 10, Borders.
Back in for Logan County is Gracie Borders. And back in for the Trojanettes, Addison London, who knocked down 3 People's Bank threes there in the first period of play. 4:10 to play here in the first half. It is 30-7. As they get rid of it on the left side to Hinton. Hinton with Gerald's guarding her. Picks up her dribble, goes to Gracie Borders. Over now to Sieber. Sieber wants to drive. She's cut off, curls it back to the corner. Back out to Gracie Borders, and now to Costello. Costello out to Gracie Borders. Borders back over to Sieber on the right. Looks inside and is poked away, trying to go back inside the lane to Sieber. Here's Emma Hughes with it for the Trojanettes. London's open, lets it go. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound to Katie Geralds. 8th grader on the board. Throws it back to London. London, right side over to Varney. Fakes, wants to drive. Goes underneath. And whistle, and 1 step too many.
Yeah, got to go up with that off your natural foot, and you don't get that turnover, but she wasn't gathered enough to do it.
Katie Murphy, after getting the breather, comes in for Katie Geralds.
Rotating everybody, almost even playing minutes for everybody tonight on about a 7-8-man rotation?
Something like that. 3:13 left in the first half. Right side it goes to Borders. And now Borders trying to penetrate, can't go. Gives it to Sieber. Sieber around to the right side to Costello. Is stolen away by Emma Hughes. Emma Hughes works it to the right side, goes underneath to Murphy, and she puts it up and in.
Good job by Katie. She was low, ready to catch, and explode up off the window.
Katie Murphy getting her first 2 points tonight. It's 32-7. 2:40 left in the first half. Right side Borders. Around the top of the horn. Over to Costello. In the corner, Hinton. Now Hinton having trouble. Back out it comes to McInnes, or rather to Borders. Borders back over to Hinton. Gets the screen set. Goes to the free throw line. Dumps it down in there to Costello. And now throws it back to Hinton. And it's stolen away by Hughes. Jumped in front of Costello. Hughes down the middle. Throws it up and got it.
Emma's having a really nice game. She's got, I'd say, 4 or 5 steals, and she's taking them in transition, which is forcing Logan County to have to make decisions back really quickly in defense, and they're not doing a great job of it.
34-7. Minute 53 to play here in the first half. And Borders gets rid of the basketball to Costello. Swings it left side over to Hinton. Hinton now looking back out to Borders. Borders around the top of the key. Wants to drive with it. Now leaves it in the corner. Here is a 3. It is no good by Sieber. And ball out of bounds off of Logan County. Addison Smith, her first action tonight. 5'2" sophomore, and also coming back in for the Trojanettes is Raven Ennis. Minute and a half to go here in the second period of play. Murphy, bounce pass off to Smith. Smith down in the corner to London. Back out to Smith. Ooh, dangerous pass. Murphy there to grab it, though. Ball almost picked off. In the corner, London for a 3. Good.
Those were the little things I said in the opener that we've got to do. Katie Murphy steps to the ball, saves a turnover, rotate it around, get another 3 out of it. 30-point lead.
Yeah. 4 People's Bank threes for Addison London. 37-7. Minute to play here in the first half. Borders, right side over to Hinton. And now Hinton covered up there by Varney. Gets rid of it over to Sieber on the right wing. Sieber against Addison Smith. And here's a lob down inside. It's picked off by Ennis. Trying to go to Costello. Ennis down the middle of the lane. Goes underneath, and she's fouled. Foul is on Emily Borders. 4 fouls on the Lady Cougars here in the first half, and Raven Ennis at the charity stripe. First one in the air, and good.
Re-entering the Lady Cougar lineup, number 5, Mason.
Mason returning to the Logan County lineup. She'll come in for Hinton. 18 points for Raven Ennis. Make it 19. almost half the points. 39-7, 35 seconds to play here in the first half. Logan County's Emily Borders with the basketball. Bounces it off to Gracie Borders, top of the circle. Back to Emily Borders. Now back out to Gracie Borders. 14 seconds left in the half. Sieber over to Mason. Mason on the dribble against Varney. Ball poked away. It's Murphy with it. 5 seconds to go. And Murphy stops, let the defense go by, but they blocked the shot on her with 2.2.
She's learning how to use that size underneath the rim and make plays against some bigger people. That's going to come. Still a freshman. I mean, you forget that a whole lot.
Yeah.
We do.
Of course, this is her third year of varsity action, Katie Murphy. And now Ennis will throw it up for three. No good at the horn. It's in between the circles. That's the end of the first half. Barren County 39, Logan County 7. We'll come back with our halftime report, which is brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. The Trojanettes 39, the Logan County Lady Cougars 7. That's right, 39-7 is our score at the break. Barren County led 23-3 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored the Lady Cougars 16-4 in the second period of play. Logan County only 3 field goals the entire first half, one of 4 from the foul line. And 3 points for Emerson McInnes, 2 for Gracie Borders, and 2 for Caden Costello. And for the Barren County Trojanettes in the first half, 15 field goals, 6 of those were 3-pointers. And Trojanettes 3 for 3 from the foul line. Raven Ennis with 19 points. She had 7 baskets, 2 of those were 3-point shots, and she was 3 for 3 from the foul line. 12 points for Addison London, all on 3-pointers. 4 points for Emma Hughes on a couple of baskets. A field goal for Katie Murphy. Field goal for Abby Varney. What we got stat-wise?
All right. Trojanettes continued their hot shooting there in the second period. We were 6 of 12 in the second period, so 50% after shooting 60 in the first period. So overall for the game, we were 15 of 27 for 55%, 6 of 11 from behind the arc, 54, while Logan County was just 3 of 12, 25%. So the amazing thing is, not that they shot 25%, but they only got up 12 shots compared to our 27. So they're really struggling we finally backed up the press. They struggled in the first couple minutes to even get the ball down the end of the floor, and we backed off, and they still struggled in the half court. So they turned the ball over 12 times. We did a good job, took care of it, only turned it over 4. Out-rebounded them. That was 10-4 on the rebound end. So we are doing a good job, I think, all over. Our defense is really good. To be honest with you, Jay, they're a little easy to guard because really there's only one player moving out there, and that's the person with the ball, and everybody else is just kind of standing and watching. So that makes it easy defensively, but when they have tried to throw a little movement in there, we've stayed in front, got passing lanes, knocked the ball away, got turnovers, and when we've gotten those turnovers, we've done a good job not thinking about it, just taking the ball and going, not forcing things through traffic back to our end where we're getting a ton of points, and obviously we've shot the three really well.
Haven't mentioned the band is here tonight for the first time, and of course last night was the first time we could get more fans and students and so forth in the gym due to the COVID guidelines and procedures, and I don't know if we don't really have the crowd we had last night, though. Do you?
No, it was. We were here 30 minutes before the game, and literally me and you and maybe Warren were the only people out here on the floor. It was the emptiest I've ever seen this gym 30 minutes before a game, but it filled in a little bit. Logan County, I think, only bought less than 75 of their ticket allotment, so we got about 20 band members. Changes the flavor in here a little bit, and like I said, a Tuesday night game where you're playing an out-of-district person, you don't really expect big crowds to begin with, but even when you're limited, that kind of narrows it down, and when your other team doesn't travel really, really well, it just is really, to be honest with you, the number game, the number maximums don't come into play on a night like tonight. So, but I would say you would see a few more students, but other than that, pretty normal.
Halftime report brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. After tonight, the Trojanettes will be off until Saturday night. They will not play Friday night at Monroe County. And in other words, it's not a district game anyway. You only go with the first games that you've played against the district opponents this year because of the COVID guidelines. But they have picked up a game on Saturday night, and they will play Breckenridge County, a very good Breckenridge County team that's 5-0. They beat South Warren by 37. Got 4 starters back from last year, and they have 4 players averaging in double figures. They're rated number 2 in the Region 3 behind Apollo, but they've done beat Apollo this year, and they're averaging 70 points a game. They average 11 threes a game, and they got 2 of the top players in Region 3 on that team. That will be a test for the Trojanettes on Saturday night.
Yeah, it's
at the Owensboro Sports Center, by the way.
Yeah, a different arena. I guess a college-linked floor there. I've never been there.
It's nice arena. I was up there a couple of years ago and did a boys game up there. Yeah. Coca-Cola scoreboard update. Halftime: Edmonson County girls 34, Metcalfe County 32. So that's what we got on the scoreboard update. And we will come back and get set for the second half after this timeout. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Welcome back to Barren County High School. The Trojanettes lead here at the break, 39-7 over Logan County. Just got another score in on the Coca-Cola scoreboard, and this is halftime of the Allen County Scottsville Warren Central girls game, and Allen County Scottsville leads Warren Central 22-18.
Wow.
Does that surprise you or what?
Maybe a little bit. Warren Central was our question mark maybe with the transfer they got from Bowling Green, and they were rated in the top 5 in some polls, so
yeah.
A little questionable score, or not questionable score, just
surprising
score would be a better way to say it. Yeah. Our field reporter has checked in. We have a score from the Nelson County and Greene County girls game. At the end of 3, Nelson County leads 42-38.
Oh, okay. All right, that's another game going on tonight. So many games that are getting canceled now because of COVID, and you got to people are trying to find another team to play on the day of, and kind of get your schedule all messed up. Yeah. Trying to figure out who's playing who tonight and which ones have been canceled.
The crazy thing is there's no shortage of people to go find. It seems like about 25, 30 games every night have been canceled because of the COVID issues, and there's plenty of people that are searching for games.
Yeah. Logan County's basketball to start the third quarter, presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op, the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial opening second half. And here's Hinton in the corner to Borders. She fires away, and it's no good. Long rebound comes back off to Hinton out front. And may have got away with a walk there. Gives it over to Emily Borders. Emily Borders dribbles into the key. Now gives it to Gracie Borders. Gracie Borders picked up her dribble. Needs some help. Goes out to Costello. Costello over the left side. Emily Borders out to Gracie Borders. Now Gracie Borders wants to drive around Hughes. Throws up the one-hand shot, and it's in there.
A one-on-one with no help on the backside. That's one of their few field goals they have tonight.
Yep. It's only their 4th field goal of the basketball game. It's 39-9. As London has the basketball, lobs it in the corner. Varney going up baseline. She's cut off by Borders. Back out to London for 3. It's in and out. Rebound comes off to Hinton for Logan County. Hinton will swing it over the left side to Gracie Borders. In the corner, it's McInnes. McInnes out to Emily Borders. Now to Hinton. Feeds it in the lane there. McInnes working inside against Ennis. Threw it over the rim. Hughes has it for the Trojanettes. Murphy speeding down the floor on the left side. Dishes off in the corner to Varney. Wanted to shoot the 3, but got defended by McInnes. Ennis will give it back to Murphy. Murphy swings it back to Varney. And a pass broken up by Borders, but chased down by Murphy before she went out of bounds. Here's a pass on the other side of the floor to London. London in the corner, going up the baseline, floats it up there and in.
Good look there. Saving possessions and gets you some extra points.
14 for Addison London. That's her first 2-point bucket of the night. And it's 41-9. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Hinton, top of the circle, bluffs the 3 against Varney. Now McInnes works off the screen, steps back, and gives it over to Gracie Borders. Gracie Borders trying to make a move. Now dishes off in there right side of the lane to McInnes. Out to Hinton. Hinton getting some pressure out there. Gracie Borders with it on the right wing. Now it comes to Costello. She wants to drive with it against Murphy, trying to muscle her way up. Shoots the shot, and traveling violation on Costello.
When they get the ball, their time of possession is way above ours. They keep the ball 30, 45 seconds every possession trying to run through their offense.
Yep. 5:24 left in the third period. Barren County 41-9. But 39-7 at halftime. London, and that ball sails away out of bounds. I couldn't see if anybody touched her or not. I don't think so.
Yeah,
just kind of went wide right.
She just threw it to Varney, who she thought was in the corner, but was breaking to the basket.
And Mason's back on the floor now for Logan County. Left side of Hinton. Guarded by Varney. Out to McInnes, top of the circle. Over to Mason on the right wing. Mason looking inside. Now gets it out to Gracie Borders, with Hughes guarding her. Over the left side of Hinton. Now Hinton coming out to get it. Costello. Right side, Gracie Borders. Now she wants to drive against Hughes. Goes to the basket, puts it up, missed it. Tapped over by London. Here comes Raven Ennis with it for the Trojanettes. Holds up now. We'll throw it over to Murphy. London back out to Murphy. Bounce pass back to London. Halfway to the corner on the right. She's double teamed. Splits the defenders. Gives it out to Hughes. Straight away with a three. In and out. Rebound. London back up and in with the left hand.
She just fought through it, and the Logan County players just took their hands off of it. She went up with just a textbook layup.
16 for London. It's 43-9. The next basket would make it a running clock the rest of the way.
We can get a stop here. Yep.
4 minutes to go in the third. As Mason has it on the right side. Out it comes to Hinton for three, and it's no good. London claims the rebound for the Trojanettes. Addison London picks up her dribble, throws it out front to Murphy, swings it in there to Ennis, feeds it off down to Varney. She puts it up and in.
Great look. They came at us with a 1-2-2. We just stuck Raven in the middle, and the bottom was wide open.
And there's your running clock the rest of the night.
Yes.
45-9, 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
I'd say we'll see subs quickly.
Gracie Borders out to McInnes. Right side Mason. Now Mason will send it over to Hinton, top of the circle. Back over to Mason, right side. On the dribble. Now picks it up, gives it to McInnes, top of the key now. McInnes swings it left over to Hinton. Hinton wants to drive into the lane, cut off. Back out to McInnes. Back over to Hinton. And going to get a timeout called by Coach Deidre Adler and the Logan County Lady Cougars. 2:56 to go here in the third. Barren County 45, Logan County 9.
Nobody for them averages double figures. Hinton and Costello are the closest.
Yeah.
They only
Costello averages 9.
Yeah, they have 2 points combined. Hinton is their best three-point shooter. She has 6 of their 11 threes this year. She's only gotten up 1 3, I think, and they just ran a special design play coming off of a double screen for her. She didn't get it, and when you're struggling offensively and your best players aren't scoring, it makes it hard. They're not even double figures yet. So we've done an excellent job. We shot the ball really well, and I think we squashed their hopes really early coming out in that first quarter with 23.
Right. Check out 104 The Score's James Brown for game stories, photos, and more from Trojan and Trojanette basketball. Log on to 104thescore.com or the 104 The Score Facebook page.
I think we can play this one in under an hour. We've got 15 minutes left.
It'll be close. It'll be close, depending on how many fouls are called.
I bet hardly any.
Shouldn't be too many.
No.
None's been called here in the second half so far with 2:50 to play. Sieber with it on the right side against Addison Smith, who's on the floor. Got Katie Elmore, Katie Geralds. Varney's on the floor, and so is Murphy. So you've got 2 8th graders, 2 freshmen out there, and a sophomore. And Logan County has another new player in the ball game. That's Samara Dow, a 5'2 junior, number 15. They missed the shot underneath. And Elmore will get rid of the basketball to Murphy. Fires it down there to Varney. It's intended for Geralds, going to the floor. And turnover by Barren. Working with it is Hinton out top. And she throws it away underneath the Logan County bucket. Clock will continue to run. 45-9 the score. Katie Murphy splits the defenders. Oh, 1 step too many. Got a little bit out of control. As the ball comes into play to Hinton. Minute and a half left, third period. This one going quick. Dow gets it out to Gracie Borders. Over goes to Sieber on the right wing. Ball knocked down by Elmore in the hands of Varney, and she goes into a double team. Loose ball scramble forward, jump ball, possession arrow back to Logan County.
The last 2 trips, we tried to dribble through traffic. Jump ball, give it back to them, we walk. So slow down just a little bit. We don't have to rush and get a fast break point every possession.
as Borders sends it out to Sieber. 55 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Borders out of the right side of the floor. Brings it out front between the circles. Calls a play, gets a screen, goes left. Now Murphy picks her pocket and then threw it off Borders and out of bounds.
Our 1 minute quarter break's really going to mess with our 7 o'clock timeline. Other than that, I think we could get really close.
I think so.
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
They're picking up 2-2-1.
2-2-1. As Elmore gets it up the right sideline, drives to the bucket, puts it up. It is good. And a foul on Logan County.
It's the first foul called the whole half.
Yeah, foul was on Hinton. Her second, team's first. So the basket was good by Elmore.
Re-entering the Lady Cougar lineup.
And it's 47-9 with 19 and a half seconds to play. Free throws up, it's good. So the 8th grader with an old-fashioned three-point play, giving Barren County a 48-9 lead with 16 seconds left in the period. Ball ricocheted off the leg of teammate Costello for Logan County as we got Emily Borders back in the game. Just threw it at her feet. 3 seconds, going to have to put it up. Varney will launch it. It's going to be short. That's the end of the third quarter with a score. Barren County 48, Logan County 9. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this timeout as you're following Barren County High basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. A Trojan basketball player, junior, who's out with a torn ACL, received a basketball tonight from Coach Warren Cunningham after scoring his 1,000th point. So he's been added to the 1,000-point club here at Barren County High School.
Scored in the very first game of the year against Bowling Green. Bowling Green in the latest poll, number 1 in the state.
Yep. Bowling Green, number 1 in the state. Wow. Number 1 in the 4th region for sure. 48-9 as we start the fourth quarter, brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. And got a couple of more players on the floor here for Barren County, as we'll mention them. Number 25, Allie Bowie, a 5'6" freshman. Also in the game is 31, and Ashley Atkinson, a 5'7" 7th grader. Going to be a quick fourth quarter, running clock. Hinton fires away and got it from the right elbow. Her first 2 points tonight.
Just their 5th field goal of the game, is that right?
Yes, it is. 48-11. Atkinson, long bounce pass in the corner to Smith. Gets rid of the basketball to Gerald's. Gerald's turns, throws it out to Elmore. Fakes, drives in, throws up the shot. It is no good. Rebound to Borders for Logan County. 1 minute gone here in the fourth. And timeout by Logan County.
Those timeouts are going to mess with us, too, getting down by 7.
Find out scores and results from middle school to high school each day on our school's website. Go to barren.kyschools.us, click athletics, and then the sports report. And 2 to 104.7 the score. Every Monday at 4 o'clock for the Brown Sports Bag, as James Brown and John Butler discuss high school and college sports.
Trojanettes only had 4 field goals in that third period, but they were 4 of 7. So that hot shooting continues. Now we're 19 of 34 from the game, still plus 50%, 6 of 14 from threes, plus 40%. Those are 2 great numbers. And you've held Logan County just 4 of 18 before that last field goal. So they're right at 20% and haven't hit a 3 tonight. You've only got 6 turnovers. They've got 16. You're out rebounding them handily. So really, I mean, obviously the score is very indicative of how the game has gone, but on the stat sheet, you're doing the job to make it such. Yep.
Trojans and Cougars coming up in Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. Logan County, which features one of the top players in the region, and Anthony Woodard, only starter back from last year for the Cougars. Logan County's basketball. 7 minutes to play here in the game with a running clock, and Barren County leading 48-11. And it's going to be McKinnis to toss it in. Comes into Emily Borders. Guarded by Smith. Gracie Borders trying to penetrate to the free throw line. Shovels it back out to McKinnis. McKinnis driving right of the lane. Lost the handle, but got rid of the ball in the corner. 3 in the air. Bounces off. And rebound to Addison Smith. Elmore bringing it up for Barren County. Back to Smith, going up the baseline, throws it in there to Gerald. Gerald goes up with a shot. It is no good. Got her on rebound, back up and in.
Addison Smith drove the baseline and kicked it back out wide open and had to get a rebound and put it back in to get the bucket.
And it's 50-11 Trojanettes. Hinton with the basketball out top. Trying to backtrack into Gerald. Gives it over to McKinnis on the right wing. McKinnis out to Costello, swings it left side to Emily Borders. Emily Borders working, spinning back left, goes into a crowd, gives it to Costello, back out to McKinnis. Right side it goes to Gracie Borders, trying to find an opening to the right elbow, has to back away. Out to Costello, out between the circles. Left side is Hinton. Hinton out to Gracie Borders, right side of the circle, can't shoot. And now here's McKinnis, and we got a foul on Bowie for reaching in. First foul of the second half against the Trojanettes. 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Ball skips off Hinton. Had to go chase it down almost to midcourt. Working against Gerald's. Gets a screen, dribbles it halfway to the corner, reverses it back out. Gives it to Emily Borders. Over the left side now, McKinnis trying to drive in. She's cut off. As they work it down low in the post there to Gracie Borders, out to McKinnis. Now working with up the baseline. Costello throws it up, no good. A whistle and a blocking foul on Atkinson. Second team foul on Barren County.
31 and Ashley Atkinson, that's her first team second.
And at the line, Costello. First one is good. She only shoots 45% from the foul line in the first 4 ball games. 50-12. And they've got Mason back in. They have Sieber back in. And Dowell returning to the Lady Cougar lineup. Costello still at the line. Her second shot is on the way, and it is good. 50-13. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass broken up, out of bounds by Dowell.
Right idea. We just took a second to let it materialize.
Atkinson will toss it in for the Trojanettes. Comes out to Smith on the left side. Elmore, back to Smith, back to Elmore. Back over goes to Atkinson. Feeds it in there to Gerald's the left elbow. Turns and throws it back over to Elmore. Wants to drive to the basket. Gets bumped in there. Shot goes up, no good. Tried to get her on rebound. She did and went back up, and she's fouled. Actually, it was Gerald's that got fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 shots. Costello, her first. Logan County's second. Free throw on the way. Coming off the rim for Katie Gerald's. In for Barren County now, number 33, Chesney McPherson, a 5'4" freshman. And this shot goes up. It's missed. Rebound to Logan County. Also in the ball game is Emma Sampson, number 4, 5'4" sophomore. Here's Mason firing a 3. That's no good. Crashing the board is Sampson. She double dribble.
She put it back down. Nobody come to help her.
Graceland DeWeese will come back in for Barren County. 3:53 left in the game. 50-13 Trojanettes. Logan County with the basketball. Costello gives it over to Dowell. Throws it down in the corner to McInnes. Now McInnes wants to go baseline around Bowie. Throws up the shot. No good. Batted up in the air. Taken by DeWeese. Gets rid of the basketball over to Bowie. Fires it up to Sampson. Now Sampson will throw it back out front to Atkinson. Atkinson dribbles to the right side. Bounce pass off to Sampson. Sampson throws it back out to McPherson, almost to midcourt. And she's going to be called for an extra step. 3:08 to play.
It's held pretty much at the lead. Since we got the running clock, it hasn't extended very much at all.
Left side with it is Sieber, going off the screen. Lives it with Costello. She drives the basket, puts it up, and missed a layup. Rebound to Sampson. Bounce pass off to McPherson. 2:46 to play. Atkinson will bring it across. Atkinson dribbles left and picks up her dribble and is taken away from her. Sieber with a basketball. Driving layup is good.
You gotta stop picking the ball up with nowhere to go. Take a waist dribble kind of, and once you do that, you can't put it back down and nowhere to go.
Brianna Shelton, number 44, in for Logan County, a 5'7" junior. Sampson trying to throw it across and has it knocked out of bounds by McInnes. 2:10 left.
Getting a little bit of a hurry, and we're not seeing the floor maybe.
Atkinson bounces it out to McPherson. Being chased out there, double team. Back to Atkinson, feeds it to Bowie. In the corner, Sampson pulls the trigger. It's no good. And rebound on the other side by McPherson. Had to chase it down, had it knocked away. Back out it comes to DeWeese. DeWeese in a trap. Back to McPherson, 1:43 to play. Atkinson with the basketball. Bounce pass in the corner to Sampson. Sampson goes down low in there to Bowie. Turns with a little half hook.
Hey.
There you go.
Nice little post move there from Bowie.
52-15. 1:26, and we're going to get a timeout here to get some players in.
Just a sub
for Logan County. 24. That's Kira Costello. Number 20 is Mackenzie Robinson, a 5'5" sophomore. I think I've got everybody. 52-15, Trojanettes. Mason, left side, Sieber. Sieber looking across. Gives it in there to Shelton, and it's taken away by DeWeese. DeWeese will give it to Atkinson with 1:07 to go. Right side is Sampson. Sampson bounces back out to Atkinson. 58 seconds to play. Left side, McPherson. Down in the left corner is DeWeese. And ball knocked away. Tried to go back to McPherson. Knocked out of bounds by Sieber. Atkinson throws it down in the corner to Sampson on the right-hand side. Back out to Atkinson. She's in a trap, trying to dribble away from it, and took an extra step. 28 seconds to go. Just barely going to get over the 7 o'clock mark there.
Yep.
Mason with the basketball. Angling off right, gets a screen by Shelton. 12 seconds to go. She wants to drive. Throws up the shot. It rimmed out. Rebound taken by Bowie. 6 seconds to play. Gives it to Atkinson. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Trojanettes win 52-15 over Logan County tonight, as the Trojanettes go to 6-1 on the year. Logan County drops to 0-5 on the season. And we'll get Coach Piper Lindsay with coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy McDonald's meal today at your Glasgow McDonald's. Coach, easy victory tonight for you. Just outmatched Logan County.
Yeah, we did, but I thought we did a really good job of finding the open person early and just being confident and shooting the ball. We worked the ball around, and, of course, our defense really fed into our offense, which is definitely a positive for us.
Hit 6 threes the first half. That really got you going, with especially Addison London hitting 4 of them, and Raven Ennis hit 2.
Yeah, well, that's one thing we talked about, is just being shot ready. I think the one that Addison did miss, she hesitated. And so that's one thing that, we just got to keep doing, and we work on that. We work on catching and shooting, and I feel like when it pays off in a game, that's just all the better.
And this was a game you could get everybody into tonight, get a little experience.
Yeah, and those, I know we talk about the young kids, but that's what it's going to take, and it's going to be growing pains. And I know we're playing with eighth graders, and it's unfortunate that we haven't had any freshman games. We've had one JV game, and I hate it. We practiced 42 times, and they've gotten one game. So it is nice to give them a chance in these kind of games to where they can get some experience.
Yeah. Well, you don't play Friday night against Monroe County. That game, I think they were in the All-A Classic, and they had several games scheduled. So you picked up a game with a very good team. Saturday night, Breckenridge County, a team that has, they've got some good players on that ball club, and rated number 2 in Region 3. They've already beat Apollo. They were the number 1 team in the preseason poll, but I looked at their schedule a while ago, and they had beat South Warren by 37.
Yes, and they are really, really good as far as shooting the ball. I think they average about 10 or 11 threes a game.
Yes.
But we're just going to have to come and play, and that'll be a really, really good test for us. Just doing the little things, which is one thing we wanted to focus on tonight. Let's play us. We're focusing on us, but we definitely going to have to be able to do that Saturday.
And you get to play on a college-linked floor too at the Owensboro Sports Center.
Yeah, we're not going to tell the girls that. Hopefully they won't notice. But it will be a different look. I mean, a bigger venue, but I think it'll help us out. Hopefully we'll get to play at Diddle eventually, and so kind of a similar arena. So definitely just excited for the opportunity to go and let the kids have a nice little long little bus ride and play against a solid team out of region.
Right, Coach. Congratulations to you.
All right, thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow. Coach Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes winning easily tonight over Logan County, 52-15. The final score as Trojanettes go to 6-1 in the season. Logan County drops to 0-5. We'll come back with our post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven on our farm and made for yours. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Looking at some stats tonight, scoring, Barren County led 23-3 at the end of the first quarter, 39-7 at halftime. It was 48-9 after 3 periods of play. Of course, got into a running clock about halfway through the third quarter. And end up being a 6-4 Logan County advantage there in the fourth quarter. But a 52-15 win over Barren County tonight to go to 6-1 of the season. And Logan County at 0-5. For Logan County, only 6 field goals in the ball game tonight. They were 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. Abby Hinton scored 2. Caden Costello had 4. Emerson McKinnis with 3. Sierra Sieber with 2. And Gracie Borders with 4 points tonight for the Lady Cougars. For Barren County, 21 field goals, 6 3-pointers, 4 of 6 from the foul line. And Raven Ennis leading the way with 19, all those coming in the first half. She had 7 baskets, 3 for 3 at the line. Addison London, 16 points tonight, 4 threes and 2 twos. She had 12 points in the first half. Katie Murphy scores 2. Emma Hughes had 4. Abby Varney had 4. Allie Bowie scored 2. Katie Geralds had 2. And Katie Elmore with 3 points in the ball game. And what do we got on the stats?
Just above 50% for the game, 21 of 40, so 52.5% from the field, 6 of 14 from 3, stayed above 40% there, so excellent shooting night, 50 from the field, over 40 from 3. Didn't get to the line very much, but really didn't have to. Logan County held them to just 23% shooting, 6 of 26, so you got up 14 more field goals, and you basically hit 4 times as many field goals, so obviously that's good in that stat column. They did not hit a 3. Out-rebounded them 24-8, so about 3 times as many rebounds as they did, and you had 11 turnovers compared to their 16. We turned it over 5 times there in that fourth quarter, so up to then we had really taken care of the ball well. All in all, a good win for the girls, and a couple days off, so you get a couple practice days, which we haven't had very much of, a couple of days in a row to get back in the gym, work on some of those little things that I thought we improved on tonight, and you go play that really tough team that you've added to your schedule on Saturday night. So looking forward to that and see how we compete.
It's almost like going from the worst team you've played this year to the best team you've played this year.
Yeah, I would say they're up there. E-Town obviously gave us a really good showing, so we know what they look like, and a little different team, maybe a team that's going to shoot the ball a lot better than E-Town. E-Town really struggle when they come in here to shoot the ball. I will say that's because of our defense, but we'll see what they got Saturday night.
Time to select the Monticello Bank Trojanette MVP of the game. Monticello Bank is your MVP when it comes to all your financial needs. Proud sponsor of Barren County Trojan and Trojanette basketball. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Yeah, I'd say.
And give it to Addison London tonight. She knocked down 4 threes in the first half.
Yeah, her and Raven really were clicking on the offensive end, but it was Addison really poured them in there. 4 threes is a good little showing. Maybe she can get on track, and that'll be a regular occurrence for her, 3 or 4 threes in that column every night.
Yep. All right, we're going to come back and get set for the guys, the Trojans and the Cougars here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. As you're following Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. our second game of the evening between the Barren County Trojans and the Logan County Cougars. We're about 10.5 minutes away from the start of the first quarter. And looking at Logan County, they've only played 2 games this year. Their first 4 games were canceled against their opponents for COVID issues. They lost to Allen County Scottsville by 1 point, 43-42. And then Friday night, they lost a district game to Franklin Simpson, 63-52. They were ranked 11th in this week's Bowling Green Daily News prep poll, returning only 1 starter from last year, and he was voted the number 2 player in the region among the coaches, that being 6'3" senior Anthony Woodard, who's the only player that averages in double figures for Logan County with 16 points. Of course, Logan County plays in the 13th district with Franklin Simpson, Russellville, and Todd Central. You know, they won 24 straight ball games last year before losing to Bowling Green in the 4th region semifinals. Finished 28-4 under head coach John Tinsley, and he resigned after last season. They got first-year head coach Nathan Thompson, who was an assistant under Tinsley at Logan County. They lost 6 seniors and 4 starters off that ball club. Logan County has won the last 2 ball games against Barren County, but the Trojans had won 6 prior to that, had won 6 straight. It was 50-49 last year, a 1-point win for Logan County in Russellville. And then 2 years ago, Trojans lost here to Logan County, 65-61. Trojans are 4-3 coming into tonight's game after a 62-53 victory over Hart County last night. Tate Pointer finished the night with 20 points. Mason Griggs had 18 in the game. And Griggs went down with an ankle injury, but looked like he is warming up out there, Robert. So looks like he's good to go.
A little sore was the report that I got, so he's ready to go. I think it ended up maybe being more precautionary, holding him out and getting him checked out there. Woke up with it sore this morning, and he looks good to go. He wasn't limping too terribly. It didn't look like in too much pain, but, you know, we kind of said that with Aiden, too. It didn't look real bad, and then you see how that ended up. So you want to be careful about giving your guess of what the diagnosis is, especially when you're just an observer. But Tay and Mason's played really well last night, 20-18, and what I thought, and Warren alluded to this in the postgame, was we only hit 1 3 last night, and we were still able to score at the rate that we did. So finding different ways to score, really working the ball around, not forcing things, and piling up those assists, that's a way you get a nice win like you did last night over Hart County. And this is a Logan County team, you said lost 6 of their last 7. You have to go all the way down. Other than Woodard, the highest point total they return is 2 points per game. So, you know, they lost a whole lot off of a really good ball club last year.
And they've got 7 seniors on this year's ball club. So you think after this year, they're really going to go down as far as talent with 7 seniors. But they only averaged 47 points a game in the first 2 ball games. Of course, lost to Allen County Scottsville 43-42. Giving up 53 to their opponents. They shoot 46.2% from the field, though, in the first 2 games. They're averaging 6 threes a game, 12 of 31 on the season for 38.7%. And from the free throw line in the first 2 ball games, 6 of 13 for 46.2%. They're averaging 22.5 rebounds in the first 2 games. Barren County came in number 7 this week in the Bowling Green Daily News prep poll. Of course, we talked about Bowling Green number 1, Warren Central 2, Clinton County 3, Allen County Scottsville 4, Greenwood 5, Franklin Simpson 6, and Barren County 7. But Bowling Green was ranked number 1 in the state this week.
I think there's a ginormous difference between 1 and 2, and I'm not sure there's much difference between maybe 2 and 8. So you've seen that the last few years in the boys region, and we'll see where we put ourselves here against Logan County tonight, who really, you know, with 4 COVID cancellations, do not really have a whole lot of stats to make much of an average. So it's hard to go by if they're a really good shooting team or not when you just have an average of 2 games.
That's true. Trojans are averaging 55.5 points a game, giving up 56.5, and Barren County shooting about 38% from the floor, 28.6 from 3, 67.4% from the line, averaging 24.7 rebounds a game. This is the pregame report, and it is brought to you by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow. We'll be back with more after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. area tonight brought to you by CRS Construction, providing exceptional construction service with the highest attention to detail. And we talked about this earlier in the girls pregame. Warren East girls at Greenwood was canceled due to COVID, so Warren East picked up a game at Ohio County tonight. South Warren girls at Bowling Green, University Heights boys at South Warren. Well, Warren East boys are at Greenwood tonight. Metcalf is at Edmondson, girl-boy doubleheader. Glasgow boys at LaRue, and on the Coca-Cola scoreboard, LaRue is leading Glasgow 23-9 at the end of the first quarter. Russellville girls at Monroe County tonight. Russellville boys hosting Caldwell County. Greene County's at Nelson for a doubleheader. Hart County at Taylor. Joe Burns, Tennessee at Todd Central. And Allen County, Scottsville at Warren Central. Starting lineups brought to you by SCRTC Total Communications. Nathan Thompson in his first year at Logan County. Before we go to the lineups, let's take another break, and we'll come back and give you the starting lineups and get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial opening first half. After this break, this is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Let's give you the starting lineups brought to you by SCRTC Total Communications. For Logan County, they'll start Anthony Woodard, 6'3", 175 senior, who scored an average of 16 points in the first two games. Blake Wood, 5'8", 130 senior, averages 6.5. Landon Larson, 6'4", 185 senior, averages 6 points, 5.5 rebounds. Zach Del Rosal, 5'8", 145 senior, averages 1 point a game. And Zane Batten, 6'5", 165 and a sophomore, averages 4.5 points a game. 4 seniors and a sophomore in the starting lineup for Logan County tonight. Warren Cunningham in his 13th season as the head coach here at Barren County. Assistant coaches Lee Johnson, Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, and Austin Burge. Gavin Withrow, 5'9", 150 a senior, averaging 7.3 points a game. Mason Griggs, 6'1", 155 and a junior, averages 9. Tay Pointer, 6 foot 160 a junior, averaging 11.6 points a game. Ryan Shirley, 6'2", 190 and a junior, averaging 4.7. And Corbin Murphy, 6'3", 235 and a senior, averaging 2.3 a game. Zaxby's keys to the game tonight, Robert, for a Trojan win.
Thank you, limit Woodard, and you really are going to have success. So know where he is at all times, match up, try to run him off the line, but you got to make sure you help if he beats you off the dribble.
And the officials for tonight's game, with the same three we had in the girls' game, Tommy Young, Brian Morgan, and Doug Gott. As the official sponsor, brought to you by Barren County Sheriff Kent Keene. And we'll get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial opening first half. First quarter of action brought to you by German American Bank, supporting the communities we serve and believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Logan County 0-2, Barren County 4-3 on the year. Of course, the Trojans will go to Monroe County on Friday night. And it will not be a district game. It'll be a regular season game. We've already had the district game here, which the Trojans won 70-45. And Monroe County's been off since last Thursday.
First time we played Monroe in a non-district game in probably about 15 years.
Yeah, they came into the 4th region around 2005, and so it'll be different. not having the girls on Friday night as well when you're used to the double headers.
Yeah, it's been really nice. I applaud Warren and Piper for amending the schedule so you had double headers everywhere, easy to travel, easy for parents, easy for really everybody, instead of a bunch of single games. And I know Piper said she's got to get her JV and freshman games in, so it's been a struggle all the way around to just find games in a lot of senses.
Final score tonight, Metcalfe County girls beat Edmonson County 69-60. And I got a final on the Allen County Scottsville Warren Central girls game.
60-44.
60-44 Central came back. Logan County and Columbia blue with navy blue letters and numbers. Logan across the front of their jerseys outlined in white. And the Trojans in their home white uniforms with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. And Logan County gets the basketball to start the game. Del Rosal. Don't know if that's pronounced correctly or not, but that's what we'll go with until we're corrected. They work it down to Woodard. Woodard backs it out to the corner on the right-hand side. As they give it out now to Wood. Wood goes left side with it to DeRosal. Del Rosal works against Griggs. Now bounces off at a high post in there to Larson. Turns and floats it in there to Woodard. He's double teamed. Works inside the paint. Goes up with a shot over Shirley. Missed it. Rebound comes off to Griggs for the Trojans. A head up to Pointer on the right side. Trying to dribble around his defender. And a foul is going to be called. Going to put it on Batten. So Barren County 45 seconds into the ball game as Pointer on the right baseline will toss it in the corner to Withrow for a three. It's coming off the rim. Shirley with a rebound, back up and in.
Yeah, got the rebound and got up quicker than Woodard could get up to block a shot.
So Barren County on the scoreboard first at 2-0. Anthony Woodard with the basketball for Logan County. Wants to go one-on-one against Shirley and lost the handle. Had to get rid of it to Del Rosal. Del Rosal bring it back almost to midcourt. Ryan Shirley guarding him. Picked up his dribble, goes left side to Batten. Batten curls into the lane and collides. A whistle and a blocking, or actually a charging foul. The basket will not count as Gavin Withrow took the charge.
That was an easy call. Gavin was standing there for a long period of time to get that charge.
And that's two now on Batten. Two quick ones. We played about a minute and a half. And the ball knocked down. Wood's got it for Logan County. Whips it off to Del Rosal. Back out to Wood. He'll launch it up for three, and it's no good. Rebound comes off to Ryan Shirley. Ahead, it's Griggs. Back behind him, Withrow. As Gavin Withrow sets it up in between the circles. Straight away over to Shirley. Back to Withrow. They work it inside here in a crowd shot put up and in by Griggs.
Went 2-3 zone. Griggs set down in the middle. Found the opening.
4-0 Barren County. We played 2 minutes of the opening quarter. Del Rosal with the basketball against Tay Pointer. Right side is Wood. Wood gives it back out to Batten. Back out to Wood. Guarded by Withrow. Goes left side with it to Woodard. Woodard deep on the left side. Trying to get the screen, going up around, and a shot put up and in.
Use the screen as a decoy. You see that a whole lot anymore, especially when the baseline's there.
4-2 the score. Withrow out top. Over to Pointer. He's open. Three in the air. Good.
Stay hot from last night. Again, he didn't shoot the three ball and got majority of his points inside the arc, but like to see that stretching it out.
People's Bank 3 for Tay Pointer. Gives Barren County a 7-2 lead. Woodard picked up his dribble early. Goes over to Del Rosal. Gets a screen from Batten. Yeah, that should have been a moving pick. And now Batten, who's playing with 2 fouls out there, still in the game. Wood against Withrow. Whips it off left side to Larson. Down low is Woodard. Posted up, backing into Shirley, and he threw it away. Griggs comes up with the basketball. Griggs up to Withrow. Withrow right down the lane. Missed it. Rebound. Shirley no good, but he's fouled.
thought Gavin made a nice move to the rim using the left hand, but couldn't get it off the window in, and our guys running the floor made an offensive rebound opportunity putback.
Fouling Anthony Woodard, that's his first, team's third. Ryan Shirley at the line. First one, no good. Too strong.
Several in here tonight, but it's just quiet.
Camden Coursey or Kersey, I'm not sure how they pronounce that. 6'3", 160 senior in the ball game for Logan County. Second shot's good for Ryan Shirley.
I guess
Barron leads at 8-2.
Coursey would be my guess. We didn't get a pronunciation guide from Logan County tonight, though.
Del Rosa, I hope that's right, too. And they throw it away as Woodard was breaking the other way. Wood released the basketball and it went out of bounds.
Ryan Shirley has drawn 3 tough defensive assignments in a row. He had his cousin on Friday night, and then last night another one, then Woodward tonight.
Going to get a tripping foul, and it's going to be on Woodard, and that's his second.
You play him with 2. Just not even halfway gone. They're going to.
Pass comes out to Griggs. Bounces over to Withrow in the corner. Pointer, another three-point try, comes off the rim. Woodard with a rebound for Logan County. Woodard crosses over to the left, goes down in the lane, kicks it off of the left corner. Larson fires a 3. It's no good. Pointer with a rebound for the Trojans. Into the front court. Tay Pointer over to Withrow. Down to Griggs, trying to work it underneath the basket. Goes back the other way, puts it in.
That was a nifty move. They all took for granted that he gave up his offensive rights to kick it back out, and he just faked it right back to the rim.
The Trojans out to a 10-2 lead with 3:45 to play here in the first quarter. Wood gets rid of the basketball to Del Rosa. Del Rosa against Tay Pointer out front. Goes left side to Wood, curls in the lane, sends it back over now to Coursey. Back out now to Del Rosa. Del Rosa back over to Larson on the right side. Larson putting down one dribble. He's covered up by Corbin Murphy. And we got a whistle and a timeout. Called by Coach Nathan Thompson. This will be a 30-second timeout with 3:17 to go here in the first quarter. Barren County out to a 10-2 lead.
Our defense has been pretty good. Our boys picked up right where the girls left off. The rim has not been kind to either Logan County Ball Club tonight, boys or girls. Just one field goal almost 5 minutes into this basketball game from Logan County, and we're making it tough for them. Woodard hadn't had very many shot attempts that were good and clean, and they've missed the threes that they've had. So all in all, a good first 5 minutes, and we're finding some offense ourselves.
Batten and Woodard both have 2 fouls here. Of course, Anthony Woodard's dad played at Russellville High School, if you remember back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And the Trojans defeated Russellville in that 1999 4th Region Championship game.
You're really getting old when you start announcing the children players you call
true.
It, right?
Yep. That is true. Wood has the basketball for Logan County, hands it off to Woodard coming by on the right side. He's going to drive, up and under move, shot good, and a foul. Athletic move for Woodard. Yeah. That's he's got all 4 points for Logan County. And the foul on Aiden Miller, who just checked in the ball game. 6'4", 205 sophomore that averages 8.7 points a game. First foul of the Trojans, and a free throw by Woodard is good for the old-fashioned 3. And it's 10-5. Right side, Tay Pointer. Sends it over now to Eli Brooks, who's in the ball game. Here's a turnaround jump shot by Miller. It's good. 12-5. Eli Brooks, who's in the game, 6'6", 165, and a sophomore, averaging just under 3 points a game coming off the bench for Coach Warren Cunningham. 12-5 the score. Wood has it for Logan County. Going right side with it to Coursey. Now Coursey dribbles out, getting some pressure from Brooks. Now Wood with the basketball against Withrow. Wood working off the screen, driving to the bucket, and it's deflected, and Withrow comes down with it, but apparently he stepped on the inline. Mason Griggs returning to the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Ryan Shirley. We put Griggs now guarding Anthony Woodard. as they send it out to Chance Sweeney, who's in the game now, a 6'1 sophomore for Logan County. Wood wants to work it against Withrow, lobs it over to Woodard down low. Wood to Woodard. Here's a three-point try for the left wing. No good. Rebound, knocked down, scramble for, and really going after it was Withrow and Logan County's Larson. And the ball is going to go to the Trojans on the alternating possession. 1:58 to play here in the first period. Barren County with a 12-5 lead over Logan County. Withrow. Bounce pass over to Brooks. He'll send it over to Pointer. Now Withrow on the left wing. Backdoor pass. Brooks in the midair. Puts it. Oh, he missed the shot. Ball knocked down. Griggs has got it. Trying to go inside with it. He'll put it up, and it pops out. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be off the Trojans.
That can't be a disease that we have this year. You saw it at Allen County, and one of the main reasons we maybe lost that ball game was our inability to score point blank. A couple of point blank ones there that we should have definitely had. Nice play to set up Brooks, but couldn't finish. Woodard gets the screen as Miller has to slide off on Woodard. He's going to take him one-on-one, goes to the basket, lays it in. 12-7. Woodard has all 7 for Logan County. As Griggs bounces it out to Woodard, to Withrow. Now Pointer with it. Pointer brings it out against Sweeney. Back right side it goes to Withrow. Back to Pointer, top of the key. Wants to make a move. Here's a floater. It's up. It rimmed off. Rebound comes off to Sweeney for Logan County. And official timeout here. Woodard shaking up a little bit. Poked in the eye, maybe, the way he's reacting.
So he's going to come out of the game.
We've struggled guarding him. He's pulled us out and taken us off the dribble a few times, and you said got all 7 of their points.
Of course, Woodard was voted the number 2 player in the region behind Isaiah Mason from Bowling Green by the coaches in the preseason. Here's a pass knocked up high in the air but pulled down. Logan County keeps it alive as Wood throws it out to Sweeney. They work it around. Del Rosal for 3. Good. That cuts it to a 2-point game, 12-10. Barren County with 39 seconds to go. Cross-court pass in the corner. Colton Stevens, who's on the floor now for Barren County. Reversing back right. Ball knocked down. It's stolen. Here's Larson driving, going to the basket, come up short. And the ball gets away, thrown out of bounds. It's going to be Barren County's basketball at 24.6.
Not a good little stretch here. It'd be a little bit better for us if we were able to finish the quarter with a bucket.
Trojans probably hold it for 1 here with 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Stevens looking at a trap. Bounces off left side to Griggs. Griggs now needs some help. And he'll get rid of it over to Pointer. Back out to Stevens. And he's going to be fouled by Wood. Wood kind of came over the top, lost his balance. 7.6 to play. Trojans ball. Stevens out of the side. Out to Brooks. 6 seconds. Brooks back to Stevens. 3 in the air. Banked it in.
We'll take it.
Colton Stevens with the People's Bank shot and the three-pointer. Ends the first quarter. Barren County on top, 15-10 over Logan County. We'll come back after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Quarter number 2 here from Barren County High School, presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Cameron Brown on stats, and Matthew Clark in the studio tonight of Nash 103.7. Glad to have you with us on this Tuesday night. Logan County with the basketball. Del Rosal with the basketball against Tay Pointer. Gives it in there to Wood. Back to Del Rosal. Leaves it off with Larson, and he'll give it inside there to Sells, and we got an offensive foul. Taking the charge was Ryan Shirley, and Jaden Sells, who's 6'2", 240, barreled into Shirley, his first personal, number 6 on the Cougars. So now, let's see, on the floor for the Trojans is Aiden Miller, Corbin Murphy, Mason Griggs, Ryan Shirley, and Gavin Withrow. Withrow on the left wing. Looks inside. Here's Shirley, 17-footer straight away. No, popped out. Long rebound comes off to Larson. He'll give it to Wood. 15-10 the score. The Trojans up by 5. Wood, halfway to the corner, left-hand side, gets a screen there from Sells. Now cuts back to the free throw line. And around the perimeter right is Sweeney. Back over to Wood. Wood up against Withrow. Still on the dribble. Going to circle back out. Goes around to the right side to Sweeney. He'll get rid of the basketball to Sells in the lane. Back over to Wood. 3 in the air for Wood. Good. So they've hit 2 now. It's 15-13. Trojans lead it by 2. Ryan Shirley over to Withrow. Mason Griggs trying to drive right of the lane. Back in there to Shirley. Goes inside. He gets fouled. 42. That is Sells. That's 2 on Sells. 7th team foul of the Cougars. And so you got Woodard with 2, Batten with 2, now Sells with 2. Shirley at the line for 2 shots for the Trojans, and the first free throw's up. It's no good.
Trojans opened the game really well, 10-2. Logan County called timeout, went on an 8-2 run, and since then it's been pretty even. Trojans 46% in the first quarter, Logan 44. So again, all even except for we were ahead by 1 and 3, but they evened it up there on that one they just hit.
Ryan Shirley hits the free throw. He's 2 for 4 at the line tonight. His 4th point, 16-13 Barren County. 6:40 left in the first half. Larson on the right side. Down in the corner goes to Corsi. And Corsi's going to be called for steps.
We're trying to extend the defense, aren't we? We've gone to a little trap and hopefully pick up some intensity that we said, sometimes on a Tuesday night out of district game, you got to generate yourself.
Yeah. Withrow out front against Del Rosal. Goes right side with it to Shirley. Shirley back to Withrow. Goes down the corner. Pointer for 3. Good.
He's hit 2 from that deep left corner.
19-13. Del Rosal with the basketball. Goes left side with it to Sweeney. Out top now, and around the left side. New player in the ball game is J.R. Taylor. He's 6'3", 185, and a junior. Del Rosa goes into a crowd. Follow-away shot in the lane, spins out. Taylor puts it back up and in. They're going to count it on a foul.
He was on Tay's back, but Tay has to make that contact, take a big step backwards, and make him climb your back, and you get the foul the other way instead of an and one.
So that was Pointer's first foul, second one on the Barren County Trojans. And Taylor gets an old-fashioned three-point play, just fresh off the bench. He averages 4 points a game. 19-16 Barren, 5.5 to go, second quarter. Pointer, shot blocked, goes for the loose ball, puts it in, and a foul.
It looked like all of Logan County quit after the block, but Tay knew where it was going, chased it down, and flipped it right back up and in.
Tay Pointer had 20 points last night against Hart County. Puts it up, and he missed the free throw. Rebound comes off to Logan County. I don't think they put the score up there yet. And we got a foul or just out of bounds?
They're going to confer. I think it's just out of bounds, but let's see. They'll give it back to Logan County. I think. Nope, never mind. we'll take it.
All right.
Actually, they used the arrow to determine possession. They couldn't agree on who knocked it out, so we'll have to use our possession arrow to get that one back.
21-16. Logan County to 2-3 zone defensively. Withrow over to Griggs. Skip pass left corner. Pointer open for the 3 ball. No good. Rebound comes off to Larson for Logan County. Gives to Wood. Wood into the front court against Withrow. Here on the near side. Gives it out to Sweeney. Sweeney wants to drive to the left side, and he'll hand it off to Corsi. Corsi back to Sweeney. Sweeney gives it out now to Larson. Larson drives left of the lane. He gets bumped. They're going to put it on Corbin Murphy. His first, Barron's third of the half. A couple of changes in the lineup. And Wood gets the ball in the corner. Larson, here's Taylor going to the basket, floats it up and in.
They're getting contributions from a lot of other people right now. Woodard not even in the game, and they're hanging tough with us.
21-18. Barron leads it by 3. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Griggs with the basketball on the right side. Sends it over to Withrow. In the corner. Pointer back out to Withrow. Hooks it back to Pointer in the corner. 3 in the air. No, hit the side of the backboard. Ball slapped down. That's going to go off of Miller, I think.
Couldn't chase that one down, could we?
So the Trojans up by 3 with 4:13 to play here in the first half. Del Rosal with the basketball. Got Pointer out guarding him this time. Sweeney on the right wing. Out to Wood. Wood top of the circle. He'll jump it up from 18 feet, and it spins out on him. Trojans on the board. Withrow gives it over to Shirley. Back to Withrow. Withrow will set it up. He'll come out to balance the floor. Left side it goes to Pointer. Back out to Withrow. Right side it goes to Griggs. Dumps it down in there to Shirley. Little head fake. Taylor came down on him, but no whistle. Over it goes to Withrow. In the corner to Pointer. Bluffs the 3. Cross-court pass comes to Griggs. Tries to get around his defender. Goes under the left side. Puts it up. He's fouled. Sweeney picks up his first personal. That's number 9 on the Cougars here in the first half, sending Barren County's Mason Griggs to the charity stripe. And he got that one in for his 5th point. Makes it 22-18. And that one a little bit too strong. Miller tried to go with a rebound, but it's going to be taken by Taylor for Logan County. Del Rosal with it for the Cougars. Gets rid of the basketball to Larson. They try to throw it in there to Taylor. Dribbles it out to the corner. Now throws it back out front to Wood. Wood on the dribble. Now goes left. He goes back right. Being chased out there by Withrow. Leaves it in the corner with Larson for 3. No good. Rebound comes off to Shirley. Outlet pass comes to Griggs. Griggs drives it right down the lane. Floats it up. Missed the shot. Rebound by Shirley. Back up and in. Or was it Griggs?
Griggs got the back, yeah.
And that's point number 7 for Mason Griggs. It's 24-18. Barron back up by 6. Wood gets rid of it to Del Rosal. Diagonal pass, one-hander, 3 by Sweeney. Bounces and hits the top of the backboard. Miller went down to the floor. Jump ball as he was tied up with Taylor. Logan County will get it. Eli Brooks checking back into the Trojan lineup. Del Rosal sends it way out front to Larson. He'll throw it over the right side of Wood. Now Wood putting down the dribble. 2.5 left before the intermission. Plays it with Larson to the top of the key. Back over to Wood to the right side. Gets a screen from Larson. Fires up a 3-point shot. Short. Rebound comes off to Wood. Comes in the corner to Pointer. Out to Withrow. Brooks open over